Ben Cohen and Jerry Greenfield grew up in Merrick, Long Island, and first met in 7th grade gym class. They were the two widest kids in the class and the only two that couldn't run the mile in less than 7 minutes. It was here that they became best friends. After high school, Ben tried college a few times and had various short-term jobs. Jerry graduated from Oberlin College and tried and failed to get into medical school several times. In 1978, the two old friends found each other again and decided to open a business together, with two main objectives, being their own bosses and having fun. So to understand better what happened during their long journey, this is their story, Ben and Jerry's Inside the Ice Cream.
Ben and Jerry's Inside the Ice Cream. Our story begins in 1963 with two real guys, Ben Cohen and Jerry Greenfield, childhood friends who met in a 7th grade gym class in Long Island, New York. Years later, while one was being rejected by every medical school, the other was dropping out of one university after another. The two soon realized that they weren't getting anywhere, so decided to find a way to work together. They had a lot of crazy ideas, but soon settled on ice cream. Following a $5 correspondence course in ice cream making and a $4,000 loan, they took over a converted gas station in Burlington, Vermont. Their signature big chunks and big-hearted approach to business meant the ice cream queues soon stretched out the door. 12 months later, and to their surprise, they were still in business. So the guys opened their doors and celebrated with Free Cone Day, a whole day of giving away free scoops to all customers. It's now an annual tradition the world over, from Austin, Texas to Amsterdam. In 1988, Ben and Jerry received a surprise phone call coming out of the White House. They'd been selected as the Small Business People of America. They duly headed for the White House for the presentation.
Jerry had his only suit. He only owned one at the time, and Ben didn't own any suits, so he had to borrow an Italian waiter's jacket from one of the waiters at the White House so that he would have something to look nice in when he was shaking the president's hand.
From the beginning, the founders believed in giving back to the community, which is why, in 1985, the Ben & Jerry's Foundation was established. 3 years later, the guys came up with a unique 3-part mission statement that laid out their commitment to making great ice cream, but doing it in the nicest possible way. An example of the company's social mission in action is our Fair Trade flavors. By purchasing Fair Trade certified ingredients, we help guarantee a fair deal for producers. We went out to visit banana farmers in Ecuador to hear their story.
El beneficio del comercio justo es para toda la comunidad, porque ustedes se dan cuenta de que si están, digamos, con un precio. Nosotros estamos también ayudando a los niños que van al colegio una vez que terminan la primaria, ayudándolos con la computación para que ellos vayan, digamos, sabiendo lo básico en computación, no tengan el miedo los niños que salen del campo a la ciudad. Y el bolso.
But it isn't just about farmers from far away. We also care about those closer to home through Caring Dairy. Caring Dairy is about helping farmers help themselves, giving them the skills to milk happy cows and not the environment. Right, Wilco?
Wat voor ons ook heel belangrijk is dat er gewoon een stukje toegevoegde waarde zit met betrekking tot onze melk. Dat die rechtstreeks terechtkomt in herkenbare producten die goed bezig zijn met betrekking tot duurzaamheid, fair trade. Bekende merken zoals Ben & Jerry's ijs en Beemsterkaas.
So, what does it mean in practice?
Een koementrassen gekocht, zodat de koeien dus beter kunnen liggen. We hebben de roosters opgeruwd, zodat de koeien meer grip hebben tijdens het lopen op de roosters.
We hebben een eigen drinkwatervoorziening aangeschaft, dus we pompen ons eigen drinkwater op en het wordt gezuiverd. En we hebben het systeem in de stallen aangepast. Dus dat we dus met hoge drukleidingen werken en makkelijk schoonmaakbare bakken.
Caring Dairy also plays a big role in our climate neutral program.
I'm the happy cowgirl at Ben & Jerry's, and part of my job is looking after these Frisian friends. And cows happen to produce about 400 grams of methane gas each day by belching and farting. And that's why we have started a project to look at their diets, change their diets, and help them to reduce their methane production, as methane is 23 times more powerful than CO2 emissions.
All Ben & Jerry's ice cream produced for Europe at Hellendoorn has been climate neutral since 2007. But it doesn't stop there. We hooked up with the WWF and environmentalist Mark Cornelissen for the Ben & Jerry's Climate Change College. The aim of our college is to help stop Arctic melt and inspire young people to start their own environmental campaigns.
Why is an ice cream company involved in global warming? Well, the ice cap is melting, and as my partner Ben has said, take it from a couple of old ice cream guys. If it's melted, it's ruined.
As part of the Ben & Jerry's Climate Change College, I'm running a campaign called Unplug It. It's all about raising awareness of the energy that we waste when we leave our mobile phone chargers plugged in at the wall. Not many people know that leaving your phone charger plugged in wastes electricity. So I want to make sure people are aware of that they unplug their mobile phone.
Over the years, we've found environmental and social activism works best when you combine the message with a little ice cream and a lot of fun. Music festivals are a great way to do all three, and we've been running them since 1988. Live music, free ice cream, family fun, what more could you need? So what started out as two guys cranking out ice cream in Burlington, Vermont, has grown into something much bigger. But Ben & Jerry's is still as dedicated to bringing you the best flavors you've ever tasted, while spreading peace, love, and ice cream.